Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this. If you did, I hope you like it. If you do, please like, subscribe, and comment below. So I've been, if you've been watching, I just did three other reviews for another TV series, Doctor Who. Today is like a review day. I just felt like reviewing a whole bunch of stuff today. So I was looking at stuff that I have on Blu-ray and DVD, and I was trying to decide, should I do a movie? Should I do a show? What movie? What should I do? Other than Doctor Who. Because I wanted to review Doctor Who, and then I wanted to review something else. Just random. Then I was looking through my stuff, and I found this show. And obviously, you know from the title what this is for. And I will do my thing in just a sec. But I wanted to review this show because it goes with kind of my Marvel MCU reviews, and then B, the MCU kind of deleted it from their history, and that annoys me, and I will get into that further on in the review. So first off, let us do this properly. Hold on. So after you probably clicked on, I gotta grab everything. After you clicked on the title, so you know what the title of this is for, but this is for, I'm officially calling it this, the MCU TV series, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hold on. We're going to do it also this way. All right, MCU fans. This show is some, and I am really mad, and I don't agree with it, and I honestly ignore the MCU of deleting this from their timeline or canon. That's a bunch of bull. I'm not going to say the other part of that word, but that's a bunch of bull. Because this is canon. In my opinion, this show is canon, and it is well deserving of your time. They tied in the movies into this show. They tied in the storylines from this show. Yes, eventually, the later seasons, like 5, 6, and 7, they kind of went their own way, but they were still connected to Marvel and the universe. So the higher ups or whoever saying that this show is not canon, I ignore that because this show is canon. It is. Because they wrote in storylines that connected to storylines from the movies. They wrote it, they have episodes that precede or come after events from certain movies. They have characters that were in another. They have one character. Well, no, they have characters from other movies show up in this show, and vice versa. Not a lot when it comes to these characters showing up in the movies, but them saying this show isn't canon is crap. I'm sorry, there's no other word. It's crap. This show is canon. And these characters are awesome. Spoilers. I just gotta say this, spoilers, because you just saw it with the things. And they explained it within the first 5-10 minutes of the series premiere. But spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything, or see, I won't show the image. Okay, so close your ears, and then I will say when you can release them. So, Phil Coulson is alive. Samuel L. Jackson shows up in the show. Nick Fury is in the show. Not a lot. He only appears once, 2 or 3 times. But he's in the frickin' show. How is that not canon? Okay. You're good. Okay. It's seriously. How do you have those characters, now that I'm trying to be non-spoiler, how do you have those characters in the show and then you say, oh, it's not canon anymore? How do you write storylines from the movies into the show? This show's not canon. How? It is awesome. It's so much fun. It has some of the best characters. Oh, Fitz. Leopold Fitz and Gemma Simmons. I love those two. I love their story. I love what happens with them. Oh, what's her character name? Oh, it's just... You have Daisy Johnson. It's just another awesome character. Characters in this show are awesome. The stories are fun. Yeah, it gets a little weird here and there, but it's a Marvel show. So what? And you're saying it's not canon. That's bull. That is so bull. If you're an MCU fan and you watched from Iron Man to Endgame, you should watch this series. It's fun. It's dramatic. It has decent effects. Obviously, not everything is fantastic, but it's a show. You're like with anything, not everything's gonna be awesome and fantastic every episode, every minute of every time. But this show does not deserve them saying it's not canon. That's a bunch of bull. That's a bunch of crap. And I hate that they did that. And if you are an MCU fan and you watched the movies from Iron Man from 2008 all the way up to Avengers Endgame, I forget what year that came out in, but if you watched that time frame of movies, you should watch this series. It's 7 seasons. The first 5 are 20-something episodes long. Season 6 and Season 7 are a little bit shorter, but they still tell a good story. And with Season 7, put it this way, even if you want to stop with Season 5, they wrap it up and they give a fantastic ending in Season 5. You don't have to do the last 2 seasons to have a good ending with the end of Season 5. If you do Season 6 and Season 7, you will not regret it. And the series finale is phenomenal. It is awesome. Is it the greatest series finale ever? No. Is the season perfect? No. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that this is so worth your time. The higher ups at Marvel or the television part of Marvel or ABC or whoever decided to say that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not canon, I ignore you, and I think that was the dumbest thing you could have ever said. This is canon. And if you watched it and you don't agree with me, that's fine. I'm not mad at you. You have your own opinion. But for me, I watched this from start to end when it premiered. Like, I watched all of this on TV as it was airing on ABC. All 7 seasons. From start to finish. I didn't find it later on. I watched it from start to finish as it was premiering. Each episode, each week, weekly, every year. And to tell me after it ended or before it ended that it's not canon, I ignore you. I'm talking about the higher ups. I am not talking about the general person. If you don't think this is canon, I don't agree with you. But that is your opinion, and you are entitled to your opinion. I'm talking about the higher ups who decided to say the Marvel company, ABC, maybe not ABC, but the Marvel company, the president, those people who said this isn't canon, I ignore them. Not the general public. That's your opinion. I don't agree with that opinion, but you are entitled to that, and I'm not saying you are wrong. I ignore the higher ups who said that. I'm sorry I got on a tangent here, but it annoys me, and I even know the actors who were in this show are annoyed that the higher ups said that their show isn't canon or part of the MCU. And if you watch this show from start to finish, even if you watch the first 5 seasons and you don't feel like doing 6 and 7, the storylines, the arcs, certain actors, characters that they brought into this show, and then to say later on that it's not canon, boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. It's like, how do you do that? How do you create a show and incorporate certain characters and storylines from the movies into the show, and a little bit vice versa, not as much, but a little bit vice versa, and then later on say it's not canon? It just boggles my mind. I'm sorry. It annoys me. It really does. It does. That's why this one's being so long, because it's such a good show. And then the higher ups to say it's not part of the universe, it really bothers me, and I don't know why. Anywho, sorry, I went on a tangent, and I apologize for that. I strongly recommend watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a fantastic show with great characters, great stories. In my opinion, it is definitely part of the MCU. It is well worth your time. It is well worth the journey. You will connect with these characters. Maybe not every single one, but you will connect with most of them. And it's a great ride. I really recommend it. As you can see, most of it is out on Blu-ray in some form. The last 2 seasons DVDs, but it is out on physical media. I did look it up. It is streaming on Disney Plus if you have that subscription. If not, it is available to rent by on Prime Video, Fandango, Vudu, whatever that one's called, and Apple TV. If you're an MCU fan, if you just started your journey after watching the first Avengers movie, find this. You will not regret it. It's a great show with great characters, fun stories, and it's a great ride. I really, really recommend this. And yeah. So yeah, I hope you liked this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment below. And if you do comment, let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with the higher ups? Like I said, if you agree with the higher ups, fine. I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't agree with that, but I'm not going to tell you as a general audience member that you're wrong. I think the higher ups were wrong to say that this isn't canon, but if you agree with them, that's fine. I'm not annoyed with you. But yeah, comment below. Did you watch this when it was on? What did you think of it? Were you annoyed or not annoyed with the higher ups at Marvel saying this is canon? Saying that this isn't canon? Let me know. This just turned into a tangent, and I'm sorry, but I just had a lot to say. If you watched this for this long, thank you. And then just comment and let me know. I'm curious what other fans think. That's all I got for you today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching this if you did. And I don't know if I did it earlier. If I did, then you get a little sequel. If I didn't, I'm going to do it now. Fancy bar! And that's all I got for you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.